Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm making Grenadian style Christmas fruit buns. So this is my second time uploading this video because y'all, the struggle was real with this recipe, okay? Getting the measurements right, because I haven't made this recipe in over 20 years since I left home. So let's get started with this recipe, you guys. Okay, you guys, so you want to get a large bowl, and in that bowl I'm gonna add a few cups of flour, some baking powder, some ground cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of freshly grated nutmeg. So basically I added in all of the dry ingredients, and then you just want to mix that to incorporate all of them together. Next, I'm gonna rub in 1 stick of softened butter. Make sure the butter is softened, okay? And what you're gonna do is use your hands to rub the butter into the flour mixture until it forms small crumbs, until the butter is completely mixed with the flour. Alright, you guys, so today to make my buns I'm using golden raisins. You can use that, you can use regular raisin, you can use currants, you can use cherries. I'm also going to be using some cherries, some maraschino cherries. So I added in about a cup of the raisins, and next I'm gonna add in about a cup of the cherries. Now for the cherries, I just roughly chop them up into smaller pieces first, and then I added it into the bowl with the flour. So add in the fruits, and then you're gonna mix the fruits into the flour mixture, and then next, you guys, I'm gonna grate in some lime. So the lime zest cuts down on the freshness from the egg, and I don't know, growing up I always used to see my mom doing it when she bakes cake, and I love the way the cakes would come out when you add the zest in there. So yeah. So in this cup I'm adding the wet ingredients. So I added in half a cup of milk, whole milk, and to it I'm adding in some vanilla extract and also my eggs, and then I'm gonna beat the eggs to combine it with the milk in the cup, okay? And next, you guys, I'm gonna start adding in that wet mixture into the dry ingredients. All right, so you're gonna need about half a cup more of milk. I'll explain that in a second, but just take wet ingredient right now and you're gonna add it into the dry ingredients, and just use a spoon or something to mix the milk into the flour mixture until it starts forming a dough. All right, so after you've added that milk and egg mixture, you're gonna add in a little bit more milk until you have a nice dough. So I'm going to start kneading my dough together because I'm looking to form a nice soft smooth dough. Alright, and as fast as I'm kneading, I'm going to add in some more milk until the mixture comes together to form the dough I'm looking for. Alright, so I hope I explained that right. You just want to have about half a cup extra milk close by as you're bringing the flour mixture together until it comes together as one into the shape of a ball. Basically, once you have that, you guys, you're gonna knead the dough to, as if you're making bread, basically you're gonna knead it until you have a soft smooth dough. All right, so I knead it for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes. And once your dough looks something like this, you guys, that is it. You're finished kneading. So now set that aside, and I'm gonna get my cake pan ready. So this is the cake pan I'm using, and I'm just buttering the sides and making sure it's completely buttered really well, okay? And then what you're gonna do is basically add the dough into the cake pan. So there's basically 2 ways you can make the buns. I'm going to show you the first way, which is put some flour on your counter surface and then put the dough on top of there. This way you can make smaller buns, okay? So you can make like self-serving buns in a way, or just smaller versions of buns instead of making one big bun that you have to cut and slice to serve. Okay, so what you would do is just pull apart the dough, and you can make about 2 or 3 out of this one serving, and you just shape it into the shape of like a circle in a way. Like how I do it is I shape it into like the shape of like a grapefruit, and then I flatten it a little, and then you will place this on a baking sheet, greased baking sheet, with the other 2 buns. Okay, so you can do it that way, or the way I'm gonna do it is by just placing the whole dough into my greased cake pan, and then I just use my hand to flatten the bun inside the cake pan a little bit. I'm pressing lightly into the pan just to shape it and make it fit really nice in the pan. Okay, alright, so after that, whichever way you decide to make your buns, what you're gonna do is take some white sugar and sprinkle that on top of the buns. Okay, so if you're using this in the cake pan, or you're doing the smaller little mini buns, make sure you sprinkle the top with some white sugar, and then preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Once it's preheated, you're gonna place the buns in the oven, and mine's in the cake pan, it took about an hour and 10 minutes to bake at 350 degrees. How you'll know that your buns is finished baking is by taking a knife or a fork and poking the middle of the buns, and if it comes out clean, then the buns is finished baking. And yeah, if you're making the smaller mini fruit buns, then it's gonna take a little less than an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, but once it comes out clean, then you know that your buns is ready and finished baking. But yeah, that's it. I let it cool, and then you can slice it up. Another thing you can do making these buns is, instead of sprinkling sugar on top, you can make like a sugar glaze. Just mix a little bit of sugar with a little bit of water to make a slight glaze, and kind of brush the top with that sugar glaze. Okay, and bake it. And yeah, that is it, you guys. This is a nice delicious treat. You can make these and package them in nice holiday packages with a nice bow on it, and give it to family and friends for the holidays. You can have this around on your holiday table for a nice slightly sweet dessert treat. Alright, but yeah, that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you give it a try. If you do, let me know in the comments how it turned out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.